What if the next Lakers dynasty isn't shaped by which superstar hits the clutch shot, but by a secret power struggle unfolding behind closed doors? What if the fate of this legendary franchise hinges not on the players we cheer for in purple and gold, but on the hands now controlling the reins, hands we've never fully known until today? Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where raw truth meets purple and gold passion. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a second of this drama, because what's coming next in Lakerland could rewrite history like nothing we've seen since the Showtime era, in a move that blindsided the entire Lakers universe. Fans, players, and analysts alike, the storied Buss family has stepped aside, ceding majority control of one of the NBA's flagship franchises to billionaire Mark Walter, a man best known for his savvy stewardship of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Walter wasn't just some distant figure in the shadows. He's been a minority owner in the Lakers for years, but now, for the first time ever, he holds the keys to the kingdom, officially becoming the face and force behind the purple and gold. This seismic shift isn't just some quiet boardroom change. It sends shock waves rippling through every corner of the NBA landscape, because new ownership brings new ambitions, new strategies, and potentially entirely new leadership, both in the front office and on the hardwood. For a Lakers team that has been teetering precariously between flashes of brilliance and bewildering dysfunction, this moment could be a turning point toward the calm before another storm. At the forefront of every fan's mind are burning questions. What becomes of GM Rob Pelinka, the architect behind the 2020 championship team, but also the lightning rod for criticism over missed moves and roster imbalances? And what about rookie head coach J.J. Redick, who, despite skepticism, has led this team through a promising 50-win season, yet still faces an uncertain future under this newly imposed regime? To understand what's likely ahead, we have to look closely at the man now calling the shots, Mark Walter. Dodgers insiders like Andy McCullough and Fabian Arda provide a revealing glimpse into Walter's approach. The guy isn't a reactionary firebrand like George Steinbrenner was, hacking away at coaches and executives after every loss. No, Walter's patience during painful World Series heartbreaks in 2017 and 2018 demonstrated a strategic, measured ownership style, one that prioritizes stability and long-term growth over spectacular short-term shocks. Does that mean Pelinka and Redick are out of the woods? On paper, yes. Pelinka just inked the contract extension, and Redick is locked into a 4-year deal with just one season under his belt. But Walter isn't sentimental, he's ruthless when necessary. If the evidence shows a better path forward, no amount of past success will guarantee anyone's job security in this new era. And that razor-sharp pragmatism has Lakers fans and executives across the league holding their breath. Pelinka's legacy is a study in contrasts, the mastermind who built the 2020 title squad, yet plagued by crippling moments, a mosaic of questionable trades, failed free agent pursuits, and an ongoing struggle to balance this roster that features stars like LeBron and AD, but somehow never quite reaches its potential pinnacle. Now, with Walter's deep pockets and ambition, the Lakers have the means to chase top-tier front office brains who will demand accountability and precision. If Walter signals a desire to pivot, Pelinka could swiftly find his seat on the hot stove. An aggressive push into international markets? Or will this bold hire be granted patience to actualize a vision already taking root? The answers lie hidden in the weeks to come, as the Lakers navigate the oldest city in America with a brand new compass. As a lifelong Lakers fan, I can't help but feel the weight of this moment deep in my bones. This franchise has lived through heartbreaks that crush the soul and triumphs that uplift generations. Now, with Mark Walter at the helm, the horizon gleams with possibility, yet shadows linger. Is this the start of a new empire, a dynasty forged in strategic brilliance and relentless hunger? Or is it the beginning of our unraveling, a majestic legacy slipping slowly through our fingers as the game passes us by? Drop your take in the comments, I'll be reading everyone. Lakers Nation, buckle up, the Mark Walter era is no longer a rumor. It's here, and the story is just getting started. Listen up. Lakers Nation, this isn't just another offseason shuffle or ownership swap to scroll past. It's a defining flashpoint that demands every fiber of your fandom locked in tight and screaming at the thundercloud over crypto.com arena, because make no mistake, the Mark Walter era is not a gentle breeze. It's an incoming hurricane, and those winds will shake the very foundations of this sacred franchise in ways that pay homage to the chaos and glory of all we've survived before. Imagine what it means for King James, the man whose legacy hangs like an indelible tattoo on Laker lore. Circling the perimeter of history itself, he's no longer just a player waging war in a purple and gold jersey. Now he's a symbol of a bridge between eras. The last Titan standing, who has literally carried the weight of championship dreams on his back through sheer will and basketball genius. But here's the cold truth: LeBron's twilight years come with an unspoken urgency now. Will Walter's blueprint respect the legend's final chapters? Or will it sacrifice sentimental legacies to build a ruthless, future-focused powerhouse? Anthony Davis feels that pressure in his bones, that heavy mantle of expectation as he battles injuries and questions about whether he's the franchise center that can carry the Lakers. Beyond sporadic brilliance to consistent dominance, AD's health isn't just a recurring story, it's a pulse check on the franchise's heartbeat itself. And Walter's approach to player care, training, and talent management will be scrutinized as if the entire city depends on it, because frankly, it does. And don't sleep on Austin Reeves, the gritty, fearless heart of this young core, whose journey from undrafted to fan favorite embodies the Lakers' grit and grind. Will this new regime recognize that soul, that hustle, or will Reeves become a casualty of the sleek, data-driven analytics that might prefer flashier numbers over intangible fire? Bronny James is watching, too, in the shadows, a torchbearer waiting in the wings. The question that sits in every breath of Lakers chatter is what path this front office will clear for the next generation of James' legacy, or if the quest for immediate glory will sideline the family's future forever. And speaking of future, Jeanie Buss, the steely architect of Lakers' identity for years, remains a wild card in this high-stakes chess game. She's the daughter of the legendary Jeanie Buss, who birthed Showtime, the fast break, the glamour, the swagger that transformed LA basketball into a cultural phenomenon. But with Walter now holding majority control, every whisper hints at a power recalibration behind the scenes. Jeanie's role, her influence, her voice, how much juice does she really have moving forward? Is this a peaceful partnership, a discreet handoff, or a simmering conflict waiting for a public eruption? Because history warns us, take a trip back to 2017 when Magic Johnson resigned midseason, busting the Lakers' fragile front office apart, and the fallout crippled the team for years. That lesson hangs heavy now. Fractured leadership equals missed opportunities, squandered talent, and a slow, agonizing descent outside the playoffs. The Lakers, who built dynasties through bold, sometimes messy decisions, can't afford that division again. But with the tension palpable, it feels like the boardroom is a powder keg. Every move now echoes beyond the parquet floor. These are battles for the soul of the franchise as much as battles for championships, and the stakes, they are nothing less than the Lakers' place atop the NBA mountain, a throne held by legends and legends to be haunted by shadows of past dynasties. Think about Showtime, the 80s magic where fast-paced offense and unshakable confidence sculpted victory after victory. Think about the 2000s three-peat when Shaq and Kobe ruled like kings and generals, commanding an empire built on raw power and fiery rivalry. Think about the 2010 revenge banner, the emotional crescendo for Kobe fans worldwide, a testament to perseverance. Think about 2020 in the bubble, where life's darkest moments gave way to a championship that felt like a collective healing, a rebirth of Lakers pride. Those banners aren't just trophies. They're monumental chapters in an epic poem of struggle and triumph, resilience and reclamation. But since that last parade, the path has been jagged, twisted, littered with heartbreaks, injuries, missed draft picks, terrible timing, and front office fumbling that seemed to mock the greatness this franchise embodies. Walter's entry promises to shatter that cycle. But what if this disrupts the balance in a way we don't anticipate? What if the new power structure alienates the very culture that made the Lakers special? What if the relentless pursuit of modernity decked out with AI, robotics, and data deep dives cannot replace the human heart that beats strongest? When a Lakers player stands toe-to-toe with destiny, the ripple effects don't stop at the Staples Center. They reverberate across the Western Conference like shockwaves in a high-stakes poker game. As a Laker till the day I die, here's what I see coming: a ruthless, innovative front office hungry to stamp its mark in NBA history, ready to make the hard calls, sacrificing beloved faces, rewriting legacies, demanding excellence above all else. The team rebuilt not just on superstar flash, but on relentless tactical precision, a commitment to player development that turns no stone unturned, and a hunger to topple the Warriors, outlast the Nuggets, and silence critics in Phoenix and the Clippers camps. But also a franchise at risk of losing the heart, the soul, the irreplaceable spirit that made Lakers fans believe in miracles and madness alike. Now, I want to hear it from you. Drop your raw take below, every true believer in purple and gold. What would you wager everything to secure championship glory? Who deserves to stay or go in this ruthless new world? And most importantly, can Mark Walter turn this storied franchise into an unbreakable empire? Or are we watching the final act of Lakers basketball as we know it? This is the moment we've all waited for, the crossroads where history will be, forged or fractured forever. So speak up now, because the clock is ticking. The stakes are higher than ever, and no one's turning back from the Mark Walter era.